Good evening, everyone. Today I'm going to share about my UGC NET tips, how I cracked UGC NET in the year 2022. My name is Archana Shop. I'm from West Bengal. I did my master's in English from Presidency University, Calcutta. I also did my BA and I cracked UGC NET in the year 2022. And that was the birth cycle, which was conducted in that year, most probably during the COVID years. So, how did I start my preparation? So when I was preparing for UGC NET examination, that is after my master's got completed in the year 2021, I started with preparation. So during that time, I used to see what books I should start my preparation with. So these are the books that I had used while preparing. This is a good book for English literature, for history of English literature. This is by Anasruha Buha. Apart from this, you can also follow William J. Long. That is a good book as well. For Indian literature, I studied from A.K. Mehrotra, this book. Edward Albert is also a good one for English literature preparation, for history of English literature. Then we have this theory. For theory, I used to follow these two books. One is by P.K. Nair and another one is by Peter Barry.
Friends, if you are looking for more PYQs on this topic, you can refer to the Unit 10 questions in my UGC NET Paper 1 book that provides you with 6500 plus solved unit-wise questions with detailed solutions and hints. But hey, what if you are looking for online mock tests that can help you practice questions in online exam format? If that's what you are looking for, you can join our newly updated online mock test series with a wide range of full-length tests available on the Arpita Karwa learning app. These tests perfectly replicate the UGC NET exam interface, providing you with a real-life exam experience. Plus, after each test, you'll receive a detailed performance report and see where you stand in the All India leaderboard.
So these are the books that I had used for paper 2. Apart from this, I made notes, and these are the copies that I made notes for English literature. So the most important thing is the chronology, for which you have to start from the beginning. Suppose you are studying the Old English period, so you need to start writing the important works and the dates. Alright, for Beowulf, for ecclesiastical history, for all these, you need to point out the important dates. For lyrical ballads, biographia, literaria, everything. So I also made certain notes and I followed different MCQs which I used to solve. I don't know if it's visible or not. So this is the list. Then also the other notes from Augustan period. Entire copy is filled with notes. So notes plays a very important role for UGC NET preparation. You need to carry down the important notes. On one hand, you're reading the book and you are jotting down the important points. Then I made certain notes on the chronology, starting from 450 AD. You can see Seju. Yes. Important works and the dates. Very important. It's important to make the chronology. Here is my UGC NET certificate, which you can see. I have also crammed other examinations. This is my UGC NET certificate. This is my CTET certificate. This is my West Bengal Tech certificate. This is my Army Welfare Education Society PGT English course certificates. For all this four, apart from this, other note making copies for the UGC NET preparation for both paper 1 and paper 2. Now, these are the coding recording part which I used to practice. No, can't practice from a single book. You have to practice from any other book if you want of any competitive level. That's very important.
Friends, you'll be glad to know that my UGC NET Paper 1 book has been praised for its innovative teaching style by the legendary Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. Further, if you're looking for video lectures that can explain the plot of important works of Paper 2 English, then consider enrolling in my online course for UGC NET English. I'm proud to launch India's first animated video course where I've explained over 500 important plays, novels, and poems in an engaging way. For more details, check out the description box.
So I'm going to share how I prepared for UGC NET paper 1 as well. So for paper 1, I used to follow this book. Quite helpful because the language was easy for me. For any beginner to start with, this book is a good one. Along with that, you can also study from this book, and there are many other books which are available in the market. I used to follow certain videos of Arpita Karwa ma'am for UGC NET paper 1, which is available in her YouTube channel as well. So that is also very helpful. Note making is important, and there are various uh, things online which you can avail through YouTube and from the website of Arpita Karwa ma'am, where we can find different chronology is also given over there, and you can jot down the notes from her video clips, and you can also follow her on Instagram. From there, I used to solve. She used to play quiz over there. That is also very important. And in her certain videos, you would find that she is discussing certain previous year questions. So that was also very important. And if you're able to answer, it's good. It boosts your confidence. So that's how I prepared for paper 1 from those books. Now, how I used to prepare is, suppose I am reading, let's say, teacher aptitude. So I'm reading the chapter. After that, I'm solving all the questions. On the other hand, I am giving time to coding, decoding, or blood relation. I used to take parallel. One hand, I was doing the theory question. On the other hand, I was doing the maths portion as well. And then apart from that, paper 2, suppose I was studying the romantic period. So I'm doing the romantic period. After that, I'm jotting down the notes. I'm solving important questions. So that's how I used to prepare. There are certain books also which you can solve for English. Multiple. It's also available in the internet also. And download certain papers. Previous year helps a lot. And for previous year papers, I used to download that from the channel of Arpita Karwa ma'am. You can give your email address and you can receive the question paper, the solved question papers in your email or in the Google Drive. So that was also important. And important areas, yes, important areas. During my time, majority or a chunk of questions is from Indian literature. So Indian literature is also very important area. I thought maximum questions will be from British literature, but that was not the case. Indian literature, yes, it was very important, and you must know about the relevant books and important authors in Indian literature domain. Another important thing that you can do is you can follow NPTEL courses which are available. I used to follow Professor Simiraj History of English Literature portion. Then there are other portions covered by professors from IITs, a great critical theory portion, Indian literature portion. So that is also very helpful. It's very helpful to understand and clear your concepts. So that is also important. So NPTEL courses, books, websites, movies, these are the things that I used to follow. movies because you also need recreation when you are studying for NET. And it's good that if you are watching a movie on a novel, that is going to save your time. So that is a good thing which worked out for me. Apart from this, yes, I did fail in my first attempt, but I made it in my second attempt. Um, so once you crack UGC NET, you are also, it is good that if your preparation is good, you can also qualify other examinations like CTET, any TET examination, GATE as well. You can also prepare and go for GRF attempt if you want. And also, you can sit for other TGT, PGT exams if you have a B.Ed. You can also do a diploma in translation as well, which can help you go for translation jobs. If your English is good, then study the grammar portion and know it. So these are the tips that I had that I wanted to share with you. And yes, during the year 2022, uh, you must be wondering that it must be getting bored to just give the mock test exams through the books. So what I used to do is I used to search for free mock tests available in different websites. So Arpita ma'am had this marathon that was the weekend marathon, most probably Saturday or Sundays. Yes, uh, that is the weekend marathon. I used to appear for the exam, and that was very helpful because once you would complete that exam, it was MCQ question just like they give in the UGC NET. And you can take the exam through your laptop, you can take that exam through your phone as well. But I'll suggest you that you take the exam through your laptop. So otherwise, you might get distracted if you take the exam through the phone. So it's better if you take the exam through the laptop. And the way her free mock test was designed, it was very good. You can give the exam, and after you complete the exam, you can check where you have made a mistake. And also, it would keep a very good pie chart kind of thing that which area is weak area for you, which one is a strong area for you, where you should improve, how you have performed in mathematical listening, your accuracy, your speed, your time, everything was shown in that particular free mock test. So I found it very helpful. It's a very good it's a very good thing that you can get from there. And you can also look for alternatives like textbook and all. You can also get the mock test from there. But most importantly, these websites, they help you a lot. So I'm going to share with you what are the two pros and do's for UGC NET preparation. So the tools that you should do is you must plan your day. Every day you must take your diary and plan your day. Suppose if you are covering one maths portion for paper one, then you are studying a theoretical portion like communications chapter for paper one. And then for paper two, you're studying in the evening. So let's say you're studying any history of English literature topic, you're solving the MCQ. And then on the other hand, you are reading one chapter from A.K. Mehrotra's book for Indian literature. That's how you can plan. Then alternate days, you can read critical theory at another period. It's just like this and another chapter. So one day you are doing coding, decoding. Then the other day you can do blood relation. Then other day you can do, the next you can do data interpretation. So you can plan your pace accordingly, but you must plan it. And so just think, when on certain days if you don't feel like studying, so better watch your movie related to literature and adaptations of the novels. Those are helpful. You can also watch certain plays which is available in YouTube like Arms and the Man and all. That is also important. You can watch NBTL videos as well. You can make your notes from there. So yeah, these are the important things that you can do. Don'ts. What you should not do. You just cannot only focus on paper two and just leave behind paper one, because the marks of paper 1 and paper 2 together, they make a good score for you to qualify the exam. So if you do not pay any heed to paper 1, then you're going to fail drastically, even whatever good you're going to score in paper 2. Like it happened with me during my first attempt. I did not even prepare for paper 1, but I just went to the examination by preparing the first three periods of British literature and sat for the exam. Also, I would like to tell you that critical theory is very important. You must study Freud, Lacan, Virginia Woolf, Terence So, Gramsci, Althusser, Marx. All these theories are also important because nowadays they are asking questions from here as well. So this is important. Theory portion is important, and you can study one chapter at a time. You must suppose you are studying one chapter from history of English, let's say Indian literature. So you're taking 2 days time to finish the first chapter. So it goes on like this. What you can do is you can also underline the important things with the highlighter and jot them down. Or even if you don't want to jot down, just highlight it every day. You just turn the pages so that you see that and it's retained in your mind. So that is also very important. So this is what I wanted to say about theory and your master syllabus, which was important for you to go through for net purpose. And what we should not do is like, okay, I'm not going to study anything for this day. I'm going to don't let your syllabus don't leave your studies for 1 week. Study in small portions, but just trust the process. And for cracking this exam, I did go through a quote that if you can dream it, you can achieve it. So yes, if you can dream about it, you can achieve it too. So just trust the process, give your best, and solve as much as you can because previous is very important. Solve as much MCQs as you can, and you must jot down the mistakes that you're doing. Don't leave behind data interpretation or maths. So I don't know this. No. Keep some time because it is also helpful for an examination. If you skip this, you're not going to make it in group examination. That's for sure. So blood relations, seating arrangement, floor arrangement, time and distance. These things are also asking the gate examination variation region. So it's also very important that you study the maths portion thoroughly. Okay, not much but thoroughly. And this so that you can solve the number series, coding, decoding, all this. Finding things you can make it. So that's important. And yes, other chapters are important. You can make your notes according to the new education policy. They are also asking questions. So you should study that as well. Uh, Bit of current affairs as well. Whatever is there in the book, just need to know things that are relevant as well. So that's it. The do's and don'ts. So thank you.